best way to start the day. I spilled my coffee in my seat. The way the rain's coming in, it's blowing in this way. Here we are on the radar here, and you can see the rain's just skirting just a little bit north to us. Now I feel like Clark Griswold trying to get this crap undone. I don't know what I was thinking. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Stickin To It. My name is Jeremy, and today we're going to go set up for a craft show. But there are a few things I need to do beforehand, and I'm not really going to show you all that because it's kind of boring. But all these sticks here, they're shined and ready to go, but there's a few things I need to do to it in order to make it, professional and sellable at the show. I got to put rubber tips at the bottom of all of them, and I had those, behind me in the box, and I had to put the lanyards on with the price tags. All these are done with the exception of this pile. And I'm going to do the same there, rubber tips and tags. I also have to finish these here, like you just saw in the last video. I'm going to put a piece of plywood on the bottom of it. Well, obviously I'm going to flip it upside down and screw it to the bottom of these two 2x6s. Same here, and then that way it's going to be a good display case. And these ain't the only two I'm taking. Just like I said in the last video, I'm going to be taking the little small 15 count and these two 30s. I'm not sure how many I can hold in there. Maybe 8 per slot, but anyway, I'll figure all that out. So I'm going to take these 3 and those 2, and that should be plenty for my 10-foot space. Plenty. I should be taking about 110 sticks. I should be. I'll do the final count in a little bit and the final inventory of what I'm actually taking. I'm also going to be adding, this is a little business card holder. I have one here, and I'm probably going to add 2 more on the front of these 15 counts. I don't want to do it on the front of those yet because I'm not sure what I want to do on the title or on that front little 2x6 you see. I'm not sure if I want to put like an engraving or paint on. I don't know what I want to do with that, but we'll figure that out. But for right now, this is what I got, and they are gorgeous, man. Gorgeous. And today is an awesome, beautiful day. It's a beautiful blue sky. It's going to be a great day. Let's get after it. Look at this. Bam. Perfect bottom. I ain't 100% a carpenter, but I can make a board straight. So here's all the sticks here that I just put all the rubber stoppers on. The next step is the lanyard and price tags. And I ran out of 3/4 for the stopper for that one, but that's no big deal. I got a few of the short ones in my other inventory as well. Alright guys, so I am finally loaded up and everything is tagged and ready to go. So here is what the stands look like. There's the new stands up in the back there, and there's my 3 regular ones. I got my dolly. Definitely need that. I have maybe 110 sticks right here. A bunch of them. And then I got my supplies. I got to go inside and get my table. I got my 2 chairs down here. Let's see what else. I got my notepads. I got to go get my payment stuff and all kinds of other crap I got to go get, but about 110 loaded up. Now I'm going to go get some lunch, and then I'm going to go head out and set up. All right, guys, so I'm loaded up, ready to go. I have maybe 110 walking sticks in the truck. My displays are in the back, and I have maybe a 35-ish minute drive. You know, I just knocked out lunch, and so it's time to head that way. So I'll see y'all soon. All right, I am here, just pulling in. I can see a ton of vendors out there already setting up already, and a bunch of these vendors are some big businesses. There's trucks everywhere. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, here's our gate right here to the left, and I'm sure somebody's gonna want to talk to me as soon as I walk in, but nobody's there. Oh, there's somebody. Hello. Do I check in here?
Yeah, you got a number yet?
No, ma'am.
Okay, yeah.
Let me let him out. All right, so I'm here now, and you can see that big, huge trailer. It's pretty much the tip of the trailer that they're unloading is right on my spot, but it's still left open for me to get in there just a little bit. So I'm going to back up to the spot, drop off all the heavy stuff real quick, then park off to the side just behind me, and I'm going to do the dolly routine, which I'm glad I brought the dolly. So I'm going to take the dolly, fill up one of the walking stick stands, and just roll them in there. But that'll be after I set up the tent and everything like that. So let me go ahead and get that rolling. All right, here we go. Alright, so I changed my mind on what I'm going to do. Instead of setting up the heavy stuff right now and then parking way over there and then rolling the sticks this way on the dolly, I want to unload as much as I can until spots 110 and 109 get here, because I'm parked over their spot right now, but I'm just going to unload what I can until I can. Alright, so let's get started right now. I'm going to set up the tent up first. And got this rag here because a lot of these sticks have there's a ton of sticks here that have an insane amount of sawdust on them, so I gotta get all that off before and I'm talking about, you know, bottom to top, get all that off before the show tomorrow too. And what I'm doing now is on this stand and that stand right there, I want to add business card holder. So I got a few of them here, and I'm just going to mount it right there. It's like a perfect fit for that. Yeah, and I'm just going to put 2 on. I have 4 of them left in the bag for any displays I build later on, like to put in stores or brick and mortar stores or stuff like that. So there's a few things to keep in mind when adding the business card holders to your displays. First things first is, well, take your time. You can see me now pre-drilling a hole, so I just don't end up slapping a screw in there and breaking the holder altogether. These holders are very thin plastic, and with that said, they crack very easily. So you can see me right now, I'm actually taking my time, inching the screw in slowly but surely, just enough to seat it in there to where it doesn't wiggle around hardly at all. It will wiggle a little bit. It's one screw holding it, so that's a good pivot point, but take your time and you'll have less broken holders. it wiggles a little bit, but I mean, they're taking cars from it. They're not riding down the road with it. So you don't want to do that too hard whenever you put the screw in, because I made a mistake with this one, and you can probably barely see it, but there's like a little crack in it. But anyway, it's a smooth face screw, so it doesn't like, whatever. All right, guys, I am set up, and you can probably see my tent around there somewhere. It's the only blue one back there. I'm up in the bleachers right now, and you can see my truck behind me. So what's going to happen tomorrow in here is they're going to have all sorts of animals in here, but the big attraction is here is the huge rattlesnakes that will be in those little pens you see in there and over there, and then they'll have this big extra pen. I think they've been using the same pen ever since I was a little kid. This has always been like the main attraction back in the day. I can see over there in the distance, they got those guys setting up one of those trampoline things, like where you can jump up and down and do like backflips and stuff. But everybody's still setting up now, and I'm not gonna worry about showing you around that much because I don't really know what's around at the moment, because I haven't walked around, and everybody has all their tents all buttoned up, so there's really no way to see what they got. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go head home. I'm getting hungry, and it's time for supper almost, and I'm tired. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, so I got a little gift bag. Well, they gave me a Claxton Poultry notepad. Let's see, I got obviously my bracelet so I can get in tomorrow. All right, what else we got here? What is this? Breath mint? Here's the best way to start the day. I spilled my coffee in my seat. I put it up there on the console, and it fell down when I should have put it in the dang cup holder. But if I sat in that right now, I have, brown stains all over my butt, and that wouldn't look good. So I went inside, got me a towel. I'm gonna sit on that. Well, better than that. And then I'm gonna ride out because I gotta go. Alright, so I'm in Claxton now. It's where the Rattlesnake and Wildlife Festival is being held, and I'm about to actually pass the Claxton Fruitcake Company, and that thing has been in business since 1910, I believe. I don't eat the stuff, but people seem to like it. It gets shipped around the world and all across the US. It's pretty cool. Even though I don't eat it, it's still pretty cool. But where I'm riding right now is going to be like a 3-mile parade this morning around, I believe, 9 o'clock is when it starts. So the crowds are really going to be here. You can see that trailer right there to my right. But the crowds are really going to be here, and then they're going to move to the roundup shortly after that. So the roundup's really going to pick up at around 10 or so. All right, I am pulling in now. All this road I'm on right now, everything I'm driving is going to be closed off for the main crowds, but it's open for the vendors at the moment. And you see this whole parking lot here in front of us. It's lined off and just spaces made up and everything. That's going to be filled to the brim with cars. It's going to be a great time today. And it's going to be a beautiful day today. The sunrise, you might can see it a little bit to the left, but it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a little bit warmer than it has been. It's supposed to be 79, which pretty much all in all down here, that's not that hot. But we're just coming off to the back end of winter, and it's going to be a little bit warm today and breezy out here. It's going to be kind of windy, so I hope everybody's got their tents staked down. But let me go ahead and go park, get back to my spot, and just straighten everything back out and set it up how I want it. All right, so this is all the extra crap that I got to take in there to the booth. Just, chairs, food, water, that's pretty much it. Maybe some camera stuff, my money box, and a couple other things. And there's the gate. Everybody's trying to get all their trucks in there now too, and it is hustling. And I think over here is just a temporary parking area, I think. And I think we have to go over there, but I need to ask because there's not that many people over here. Beautiful sunrise. How's this? Oh, let's go inside. Woo. So we are set up and the show is starting. Here's the way I have it laid out. So I have my two 30 counts up here. Obviously, they don't have 30 sticks in there because I have them spread out nice and easy, but I have my two up here. And both of them have business card holders up front. And it's not really covering up the logo. I have my new stand off to the side. They're doing great. This one here, I have my logo kind of being covered up a little bit, but I added that on a long time ago, so it is still doing some good work. And there's my other 4 count stand or 4 spacer stand here, and it's holding pretty good. And the way I have it lined up is I have my short ones to the side, and then it goes up in height. I have some cool ones there in the middle, and then the same thing here. It goes to the short ones and then works its way up to the tall 58 inch. Here up front, these are the premium ones. They have like the more expensive ones up front, you know, the flashier ones, the ones that grab people's attention more than the regular ones in the back. But hopefully it does good. The sun just came back out and the clouds are out. It cooled off for a little bit, but it's starting to get a little bit warmer. It's supposed to get up like I said, 78, but we'll see how it goes. See you guys later. So it's a little low a little bit, so I'm gonna go walk around and just check everything out. I might even go see some snakes. Let's go. The petting zoo.
Yeah.
Got some diamondback. Oh, that one's pretty. Real pretty, that red one too. All right, so that was maybe half of the car show. There's a lot of cars, tractors, trucks, and all sorts of other cool toys out there. This thing is awesome out here. It is busy too, look at this. But I'm heading back to my booth now, see how it's going. All right, so I'm taking a little break right now. My tent's about to collapse, dude. It's so windy today. All right, so the show is over at 6 o'clock and I am packing up. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm pushing it all together and then I'm gonna lower the tent as low as I can, and I have a tarp I'm gonna put over this stuff to help protect it a little bit. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow. Don't know how bad it's gonna be, but one way to find out is to be here. I mean, you ain't gonna sell any if you're not there. But everybody around here is packing up. Looks like they're packing up to go home. Some will be here tomorrow, some won't be. The lady next to me, she will not be here tomorrow either. So we'll see how it goes. See y'all later. All right, so everything is buttoned down. I lowered the tent as much as I could. I got it all wrapped up in a little tarp. Nothing crazy. It's the walking sticks, so they're kind of sealed up. They'll be fine. So that's how the height my tent was. Look at that beautiful sunset. Cool, huh? All right, guys, I'm riding out. You see my hands are full and I'm walking to my truck. It is getting dark out here and very quiet. But it was a good day. I reached my goal of 15 sticks sold. And then tomorrow, maybe I'll get 10 sold. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, like I said, so we'll see how it goes and if the crowds come out. See y'all later. Still a beautiful sunset. What in the world is that? A massive cow on a trailer. I love country parades, man. All right, so we are here today and it is raining. You can probably hear it. Just raining up on the tent here. But got a lot of people packing up, ready to go. I'm debating. I'm really debating if I want to pack up and everything, but pretty much everybody, they're packing up. They're packing up. These guys are staying here. The lady that was beside me yesterday, she gone. I think this guy's staying. I got to talk to him, but there's a couple of people sticking around, but I don't know if people are going to come out in the rain. Understandable, because I probably wouldn't either. All right, so I changed the way my lineup is just a little bit, and because the way the rain's coming in, it's blowing in this way, so I put up my little side panel. That's my neighbor over there, and then I just have it like an L shape now. Is what it is, but it's still raining a little bit, and I just sold a stick to a local vendor that's leaving now. He's packing up. He's got a ways to ride, but it's still raining. It's drizzling a little bit. It's not too bad, but like I said, I just sold one. So that stack of cars you see over there in front of me is the customers or the folks coming into the show, and here's the stack of vendors over here. There are more vendors' vehicles than people coming to visit the show because of the rain, but the sun is peeking out. Maybe that's a good sign. We'll find out. But maybe the rain will hold off for a little bit and they'll invite folks back out. Church is going to be out shortly, so maybe they'll show up after that too. We'll find out. I'm about to eat me some chow, but I got my nice block on, the wind's staying out. The sun was out for a little bit, and it seems like more folks are starting to come out now. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Over half the vendors have left already, but let's see if, folks after church will come out, and we'll see what's going on. Here we are on the radar here, and you can see the rain's just skirting just a little bit north to us. But you can see it's being pushed further and further north, and it's going to open it up just a little bit. That's going to be awesome, dude. Just hopefully that sun just comes out and invites more folks out. This closes at 5, so we'll see how it goes. And one thing about the shows like this, you really have to stay optimistic, because you can easily, especially on like rain out days like this, I'm sitting in my little recliner now. On rain out days like this, you can easily get pretty discouraged, but it's very good to stay positive. Okay, so I was only able to sell one stick today, so we're all loading up now. I actually have all the sticks in my truck. And am I missing a tip? Did I fall off, or did I not come here with it? Oh well, but sticks are loaded up there. Got the extra long ones up front. Now all I need to do is just get my stands in, break my tent down, take down everything, and make sure my spot's all cleaned up, because I see some trash right here. Always clean up after yourself. You want to be invited back next year. Always clean up, but just making sure everything's good to go. But I'll do another once over. Oh, there it is. I knew I'd find you somewhere. All right. So let's finish this off and get back home. Let's go get the big displays. little rough, but check that out, perfect fit. The only problem here is I think I got to take off the business card holder. There we go, perfect, there it is. Took it off, now it's going to fit when I close the tailgate. Just barely, we'll see how it goes. Now I feel like Clark Griswold trying to get this crap undone. I don't know what I was thinking, just tossing it around. All right, so everything is strapped down, loaded up, and ready to go. Got all my sticks in here. I think I sold 60 total. I got all my lunch box and book bags and everything in there. All right, last thing. Let's go pick up any little bits of trash that are around here, whether they're mine or not. Like, I don't even know where these berries came from. Goodies, extra strength. Don't know. I don't know what that is. I think it's like food or something. All right. Nope. One more piece. All right, I'm packed up. But on the way home, I might stop and hike at a trail. You know me. Whenever there's a trail nearby, I gotta take it. But I'll see y'all in a sec. All right, so I am pulling up in here. Oh, shoot, that was close. I'm gonna go drive up to the trail. This is the other side of the park. It's like the off-roading side. I'm gonna pull up here to the trail and just get out and walk around a little bit. So I just pulled up here and I'm gonna go walk the trails just a little bit and just enjoy this little trail before I head back to the house. My stuff's gonna get wet a little bit, but it's not gonna be too bad because I'm gonna put it right in the garage the second I get home. So where I'm at now is the Evans County PFA. It's in southeast Georgia. You can probably hear the rain falling on me now, but it's in southeast Georgia, and it's near my hometown, like just right down the road from where the show I was at earlier. But I just enjoy coming here all the time. I did a video for this park about 1.5 years ago or something like that. I'm not too sure, but it is just so peaceful out here. Hardly nobody, and I mean hardly nobody, ever comes out here and just walks the trails. And they keep the trails fairly clean. I mean, you can see here, but it's kind of hard to keep. I mean, this is obviously very clean and wide open right now, but it's pretty hard to keep it clean, especially after we had a huge hurricane last year. And I'm not sure if you saw in the video earlier of me riding in here, but there was a lot of tree damage all over the place. But it's just very, very peaceful in here. And because not so many people come here, it's a nice place to go if you don't want like any distractions and you want some peace and quiet, time to think, relax, whatever. So today, obviously the show got rained out. It'd still be going right now if it was bright and sunny, but it got rained out. And I didn't see that much of it today, but I've gone to shows before to where vendors start to get very, very discouraged and very, very negative whenever they're rained out, obviously, because they're not making sales. I kind of understand, but if they're going to be negative, it kind of would distract everybody else and it would just spread to everybody. But today it was actually very good. Everybody was in positive, high spirits. But like I was saying, being positive at a craft show, or actually just in life in general, doesn't only just help yourself, it helps everybody around you. Spread the word. Get the stick off my leg. That's a little dilemma. Hold on a sec. Detour. Yeah. Look at this monster. Man. Alright guys, so I'm just going to finish walking this trail, maybe just a little bit more, probably to the end of the lake and back. But that's it guys for this time around. Get out there, have fun, and if it's raining, keep sticking to it. Peace out. So here's the end of the path. You can hear the birds just singing. So that's the big lake on this side of the dam you saw earlier, and here's just here's the duck pond. You can fish here, you can hunt here, and the trail goes around that way some more. But there's probably hundreds if not thousands of wood ducks in those woods back there. Even though the rain is about to fall on us again, I see 2 geese over there too. You probably can't see them now, but look how gorgeous this is. See why I come out here? So peaceful, so nice. Well, let's head back to the truck.